Three. Hello, this is Optimum Health Solutions. I'm your host, Prof. Odia. Today, we're going to talk about sudden death in the young adults. These are people who are in they are 35 and below, up to 18 years, and they are they are very active, and usually they participate in sports, sometimes really combat sports. So, why would somebody who is fit, who's exercising, training all the time, and is a professional footballer, suddenly collapse on the field of play? Why is this so? Is it because of the rigorous exercise, or what is the underlying reason? So, we're going to discuss sudden death in the young adults now. We've discussed sudden death in the elderly in our previous episode. I mean, the older adults in the previous episode. And one thing we did not highlight in that episode is the role of exercise. So we're going to more or less talk a lot about exercise today, because this is the core, the major reason why young people collapse, and that's certainly why they are exercising either in the gym or in the field of play. So let us get into it. What are the reasons for collapse and sudden death in these categories of persons? The major reason is structural abnormality of the heart. There are congenital abnormalities that does occur, and it's not picked up early, and they participate in exercise, and they can die suddenly. For example, there is we know of a famous Nigerian footballer who, during routine screening for his new club, had aortic valvular disease, and that was not picked up earlier. The other clubs was painful. So when this was picked up, he had surgery, and he will continue playing for the rest of his life, for his sporting life. Now, supposing it was not picked up, maybe it would have been disaster. So, structural abnormalities of the heart is the most common cause of sudden death in young adults. There's another condition they call hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, that is HOCM for short, where the heart muscle, spelled deceptive, is thickened. It's symmetrically thickened. And even the part of the left ventricle of the heart will also be thickened, so that the heart can easily go into arrhythmia, i.e., abnormal rhythm. The heart will beat abnormally. It does occur sometimes, especially when they are exercising. So this category of people who die suddenly in the field of play. So there are other causes, but usually are cardiac related. And these are things that have not been picked up during routine screening. Sometimes people hardly do we need to routinely screen an athlete. Why do we have to waste resources doing an electrocardiogram, for example, what we call the ECG? Why is it that we have to do other tests? But you see, when the athlete dies, he dies. We are not talking about statistics now. So the family is 100%. So we is to ensure that all those who are going to take part in competitive sports should be screened for underlying cardiac disease, so that they don't fall victim of arrhythmias and sudden deaths in the field of play. Now, we've heard about many others who have died suddenly or were rescued almost at the point of death in places or fields of play elsewhere outside Nigeria. Some of them were resuscitated thanks to the equipment that they have and the training that their colleagues or coaches and so on have acquired. So we need to ensure that one, there is screening. Two, that those who are managing these athletes are well trained to revive them in case of any eventuality. Those two things are very important. Now, let us also look at other things. Young adults, whether participating in sports or not, some of them, they decide to be in the habit of substance abuse. Substance abuse is very, very vital that we should ensure the athletes or even young adults who are not athletes don't engage in substance abuse, because they can cause abnormalities of the heart, heart rhythm, and sudden death can occur. So in the young, we should ensure that they don't take part in substance abuse. In the athletes, some of the athletes take anabolic steroids, for example, the performance-enhancing drugs. These performance-enhancing drugs are not, even though one might say they have, they can run faster, they can jump higher or jump longer and so on, but they have a tendency to destroy the cardiovascular system of the young adult or the athlete, as the case may be. So substance abuse, performance-enhancing drug should be screened out. Make sure that they don't participate in this type of sports with substance abuse or performance-enhancing drugs. Then we want to look at young adults who indulge in alcohol, apart from other substances we talked about. Some of them indulge in alcohol. They go to nightclubs, they drink excessively and so on. And then sometimes they can regurgitate. Things like that can happen. So we will, especially those who are in charge of these persons, to ensure that their strengths well protected and ensure that they do not endanger their lives, whether they're participating in sports or not. Arrhythmias generally can occur in the young. Anaphylactic reactions can occur. The persons just take some drug or some medication and they react violently to it. That can cause sudden death, but it's not usually common and it's not one of the top causes of sudden death in the young, but it is the cause, and it should also be well looked and screened for. Such person should be screened for anaphylactic reactions or reactions to drugs and other substances. Now, let us also look at sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease, SS, as I mentioned before, in the young and even in the much older persons, there could be sudden death from sickle cell disease. But the role of the single S gene, that is the traits, is still being looked into, because there are some studies in the United States and elsewhere, even or some of our colleagues in Nigeria have studied it, and they haven't really come to a conclusion to say that the S gene may be responsible for sudden death or not. But I think the studies should continue, should do more research and ensure that S gene, that the same heterozygous S, does not play a role, especially during exercise. So, you said that for the young, mainly exercise-related structural abnormalities of the heart, something can go wrong, other arrhythmias, that is normal irregular heartbeats, and they can die suddenly. Cardiac arrest can occur, failure during exercise. I've seen it, it's devastating, and it's something that should be prevented. And I've advocated that persons who are going to take part in sporting activities should be thoroughly screened to ensure that their heart is such a shape that they can participate in active sports. Now, if this video has been useful to you, please subscribe so that I can give you more updates on this and other topics. Thank you very much. Do subscribe, share, and like. Thank you. Bye for now.